Hey
All
guys.
right. It says we are live. Howdy, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And to Pam about my fire issue or my electrical fire issue, I came home to find that going on again this evening just now, but nothing's on in the room. So it's weird as hell. I had the fire people out the other night because the smoke was really bad in here. But I don't leave anything on in here except a couple of mats when I'm gone, and then they do their UVB and their heat lamps and all that. Like at night, like from when I get home till 4, whatever in the morning when I go to bed, I turn everything off. So let's see who's in here. Pam, you doing okay?
Yeah.
Huawei pasted the links. Thank you, Huawei. And June is a new member. Welcome back, June. Said my son is now funding all my memberships. Yippee.
That's
Step.
that's a really nice thing to do for you.
It is nice. I had to let most of mine go, or I did let them go. And there's the step guide in heart. The only one it bothers is Sarah Piper, Craig, who had aquarium thought. Hadn't seen you in a while, buddy. Welcome. Good to see you.
Kuro.
Are you back videos and stuff? What's going on with you? Probably need to have you come up and talk to us. Sunny G. There's the instructions, Bunny. Uncle Smiley's. Maybe Coro. Only the channel owner.
It's really simple, Bunny. Once you've done it once and found it, it just takes a second to do it. I do it at the same time I set up my streams. I just go and get rid of the heart.
Hey, Huawei again. Making sure I've seen everybody. I think that's everybody. Yeah. If I missed anybody, hello there. I'm sorry. We had a guest and he had a migraine and was throwing up. So that was about 3 or 3:30. So I asked a couple of people, and of course, people have plans or at work. Jenny Lynn's one I asked, and she's working, but she's going to be scheduled to come on soon. We've been talking about it, so I asked her, but she can't today. So anyway, um, so since we don't have a guest and it's just the panel, I think a couple of the others are not going to be here. So Pam and I can handle it for sure. Right, Pam?
I can handle anything.
You're supposed to say, damn right.
I'm not going to turn my camera on though because my eyes, I got a cold in my eyes and my eyes are all red rimmed and blurry. Trying to get rid of that damn thing that you gave me, Bob.
That was making your eyes red. I didn't have that. I didn't have that. Oh, Milo. You hear him? The vet said there's nothing wrong. It's just an irritation, but he's been doing that for 3 or 4 months. You want to see my new snake? The new one. It's looking mighty pretty right now.
Yeah, that green one.
Mm-hmm.
It is a pretty snake. Look at that. All shiny and green.
That,
I like how the scales kind of are almost outlined and stand out.
yeah, it's got. I think it's described as lightly keeled. I put a live mouse in there last night and it wouldn't have it, so I took it out and gave it to somebody that was begging for it. But he's going to have a red tail. You can see that skinny tail across the front, like 8 inches.
Yeah, looks like a
That'll,
worm laying in front of him.
yeah, that'll turn red, and then his green will turn a little bit brighter, and then under his neck, under there is yellow. Under there, it's yellow, but so when he raises his head up, you can see that. And the other one's in his flower pot, and he ate 2 frozen thawed mice. That's the tiger one, the yellow and black. I can't take it in here. It's killing my head, a headache. It's just an electrical burning. Something's burning. Something's burning. Remember that song? And last time this happened, it killed one of my green bush snakes. Because I'd only had them a few days, the three of them. I've got a fan on to try and smoke. The smoke's not bad in here, but the smell sure is. I don't know what else to do. I could call them back again, but I got a compliment out of it. One of the guys, one that walked all the way through with me when they let me come back in because of the dogs and cats and parrot. Floyd hid. I don't know where he went, but when they were here, but he said, "Oh, you got mice," and I said, "Oh yeah, there's a few hundred of them there." And I said, "Sorry about the smell." And he said, "I didn't smell them. I didn't know it." And I'm like, "Damn, he must have no sense of smell." I try to keep them clean, but 400 mice is 400 mice. Oh, golly. Well, what's your...
Could there be something touching the heating pad and kind of melting the smoking?
That's exactly what it sounds, like when you, or like if you ever had something short out that you plug in, and it's just that, like almost an acid electric smell.
Yeah.
Acrid, I think so.
I had that happen one time when I was stupid and left the heat lamp on the turtles, and it popped off and fell onto the rug face down. So the carpet was actually like smoking.
Well,
And
there's no carpet.
It was like melting and smoking, and it was a horrible smell like that. And that's why I'm wondering if maybe some artificial grass or something like that maybe is up against the heater. No,
I don't have anything like that in there. No, I'm real conscious about that fire shit because it ain't the way I want to go. I want to go in my sleep at 89. So, hey, who does say Paul McCarthy? A couple more people came in. Hey, Bunny. I think I said, hey, Bunny.
that reminded me of that old joke. I want to die in my sleep like my grandpa, not like the other 6 people that were in the car with him.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Sorry.
It's awful, Pam. Pam has dragon face. Okay.
I probably do. My eyes are all blurry and red rimmed, and I just feel like shit. I've been trying to work on a drawing that I want to get finished for somebody, but I can't. It's like my eyes are so blurry, I can't hardly see anything.
Hey, Floyd. You heard Pam, didn't you? I asked him if he was going to come
Floyd.
in. He was in there doing Huawei. He gets on Huawei, and I guess it rolls off his tongue. And on and on and on. He can do a half an hour of Huawei's with only one breath, it seems like. Hey, buddy.
Hi there. Hi there.
He's been going on TikTok on the reptile streams with me, and he's always a big hit. And I'm like, I came on here to show my rat snakes that I love, not a bird. Yeah. He's got him a couple of lady friends on there. Yeah, I told you I was going to tell Pam. He said, he's picked up a couple of phrases, what, and something else. Uh-oh. Because I say uh-oh all the time, and he's picked that up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better say hi to... Uh-oh. Thank you, Dave. I'd be sick and tired of me. Skipper, you're supposed to be up here with us. I needed your help a while ago and you weren't there. Boy, the difference. You're cooking dinner.
He's scared to be with me by himself, Skipper. You'd better get up here.
Right. That's why I called Floyd in here. I texted Floyd and said, get over here. You better believe I'm scared. Skipper, I've got that fire going again in there and I can't find it. Electrical burn smell is awful. And once you smell it, you'll never forget it. You're right. I've got some Lysol spray, and that's supposed to take that kind of smell away, but I want to know what's causing it. It hasn't done that since it did that the other night, Tuesday night, because I came late from the. No, we're not doing that. You thought it was 8:35? Oh, what a lie. Used to have a nursing home patient. No matter what you tell her, let's put your pants on. Oh, what a lie. It's time for dinner. Oh, what a lie. No matter what you say. Whatever. She had my number. So, June, I think I was telling you that I had found some, somebody had to break a tank down, and they had some big knife fish and some Oscars. And they were really big Oscars. Two were well, that was a short trip. He went over and got on top of his cage, and one of the big rats came up there to sniff his toes. He don't like them. And so he flew back over. Those rat boys are trying to get your toes. Better stay off there. Anyway, I didn't get one of them. I started to. And then there was one that was like a regular Oscar, like you think of a regular. They were all really pretty fish, but I've got so many empty tanks still set up. I thought, no. I don't need to get any more fish. And there's the worm. She made it in here. Worm and Terry are through with Floyd because he bit both of them the same day on the ear. It's not funny, Floyd. It's not funny.
Floyd, are you a mean guy, huh?
He gets jealous. That's Pam. Say hello. Hi there. Hi there. That's not hi there, Floyd. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hello. No, nobody in here that wants to hear screaming. I'm eating Fox's pizza. I hadn't heard of that kind. Fox's pizza. Bad Floyd, you got it. You got so he's worse than Worm. I can't go anywhere without him. So I grounded my son for stealing. He don't come home from school, goes to his mates. He's taking me for a joke. You better nip that shit in the bud. I know it sound like you did, but yep. Pam, did any of your kids do stuff like that? Get in trouble and steal, or?
No. Tucker had a problem when he was living with his dad after we separated, and he moved back to Oregon with his dad. And he was in Tucker was a really good student. He's very smart. But in I think it was an English class, he finished a test that they took, so he pulled out a book to read, and the teacher gave him detention for reading in class. And it was the first time in his life he ever got detention, and he was so mad. He was so mad about it. He ended up dropping out of school and going to an alternative school and getting his GED because he was so mad about that. Yeah. And the teacher retired at the end of that year and gave a speech and told him that there was a certain student that made him retire. Oh, so I don't know if you call that really bad or not, but yeah. I'm actually not feeling the best, Daniel. My eyes are so blurry. I can hardly see. I can hardly read anything. I've been trying to work on my art, but it's like my eyes are super blurry. And I'm worried about Bob's smoke problem.
Well, I am too. This is the second. I didn't even notice it when I came in this evening. I'd just been home about 15 minutes since I, made coffee, walked the dogs, the usual things you got to do. And then I came on into here and turning on aquarium lights and thought, well, I might be able to stream in there. I might get a signal. And I went in. As soon as I went through the door, I could smell it. But there were only two like nightlight kind of things on, that LED that don't get warm. And so I started trying to track it down, and it's over there on that end wall. But there's nothing touching. There's nothing. I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think of, and I thought of this the other night when they said that it could be like a squirrel, because the actual breaker in the garage, I've got the breakers that flip. Uh, Worm wants to high five me. Was thrown, so I had to go out there and turn it on. But do you want to just take over the live stream? Worm and I'll go sit over there. He's excited. He hears Pam, so that's what's got him going. I don't know, Daniel, what to do about it. I was hoping Skipper would be in here because I was thinking he had some experience about stuff like that. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. I agree. It's just a test. I thought about going up in the attic when he said maybe a squirrel did it. But anyway, I thought that maybe Floyd had bit a wire in there or something. But now, unless it's from him biting it the other day. But like today, all the lights were off in there and everything. And he won't go in a dark room. If he starts to fly in one, like I've turned a light off in my bathroom, he'll do a U-turn and can turn on a dime. Hey, you so crazy. Uh-uh. Starting fires and stopping them. What? More experience starting fires than stopping them. You may be right, Coral. But I don't know. I guess what I'll do is um, go in and take every single thing that's plugged in and like trace it with my hand. I mean, not trace it, but follow it with my hand, my fingers, pinch between my fingers, and see if there are any hot spots, and check. And that'll let me check to see. I may find out. Like I say, fuck around and find out. I may get a shock, but it'll just
Yeah.
take a second. But
That way you'll find out. I had a heater one time that the rubber wore off and the wire was exposed.
yeah.
And
Well,
it was like, it wasn't in the water or anything, but I found out when I accidentally touched that little bit of space there where the wire was exposed. It did shock me.
well, it could be something. I mean, I don't know if he did it. It's just trying to speculate. What is all this parrot gibberish? You're just trying to
You
join.
got different animals that could chew on a wire potentially too.
Well, the dogs and cats wouldn't be doing that. There's nothing on the floor like that. I keep everything up. That's why you see wires all over. Everything comes up from the plug-ins and the circuit, whatever the set. You better not. Yeah. Act like he was going to bite me. Now he's loving on me. Boy, you better get yourself in a better mood. Monitor your behavior. I used to tell my nieces and nephews that when they were little. They were laughing about it a couple of weeks ago. They're in their 40s now. I'd say, monitor your behavior. They knew what I meant, too. Poor lady probably had a nervous breakdown. I've still got a headache from smelling that in there. So I guess it's whatever chemical it's making from it burning. I mean, an awful headache. God, I don't want to call the 911 and tell them that. They'll make me go to the ER. Ain't nobody got time for that. Steals from his parents. That's low life shit. Yeah, that is. The only thing I ever stole is a piece of gum, and I'll be damned, Mildred knew it. She knew somebody had done it. And of course, both of my sisters set me out. They looked at me when she said, "Who stole gum?" I never did that again. Still steaming up. Yeah. You're a ruminator, Craig. I do that too. I steam about stuff. And I've always been a member for 20 months. Reptales minus the reptiles. Yeah. I've got one over here, but it's that one, that boy that had all those eggs. She's in her uh, fried rice box. She had a mouse last night, so she's resting. Quit! If you break these glasses, you're going to stand on the corner and make some money out there. Holly says, pissy punchy. I guess I could bring a reptile out here. What a headache. Overlay. Yeah, well, evidently something caused the circuit to break. What about when people have what kind of gas leaks? It's not a gas smell at all. I have natural gas. They asked me that. And I have it to the fireplace, but it's turned off at the fireplace. And I have it to the hot water heater. And I have it to the grill on the deck.
You have like an exposed wire or something someplace and it's shorting out. It will throw the breaker off.
Well, something did, but I don't know. It just hadn't got hot enough. Or you a good boy? Are you a little baby? I'm trying to teach him to say baby. Are you a baby? Baby? He likes that. Oh, watch him. He's a baby, Pam. Oh, not the glasses. You're so silly. You're so silly. They figured I needed it for something. I'm missing all of it. Where are you going? But yeah, rumination. Craig, that's what you're going to fall worm. There you go. I stole from my parents. They never said anything. Years later, I brought it up, and my parents knew the whole time. Oh my goodness. June, what was going on there? You just didn't get an allowance or drug money or what the hell? They figured you needed it for something? Huh. Cigarettes missing. No, I never did that. My mother claimed she never smoked. And I remember seeing her smoke when I was real little. And she said no, she didn't. We all remember it. I don't know why she would deny it, but she did smoke when she was real young, when we were little kids. I'm still surprised. It made a hole. You were buying food for your pets. Well, at least that's a noble cause for sure. Hey, Melvin. Good to see you. Here comes Terry. Terry's got to have, I think it's 8 teeth. I called the vet today and told him that she finished her month-long antibiotic. It was for Lyme's disease, is what that was before. The vet said it'll take care of her bad breath because she's got 8 teeth that are almost abscessed. So she's been off of it a week and her breath's rancid again. So they sent me a estimate. It'll be between $400 and $800. I actually thought it would be more than that to clean her teeth and get the ones out. I hate to take 8 teeth out, but whatever. You let the kids get away with some teen fun. So we've got that. That'll be my income tax, or about half of it anyway. Pam, do you have to file income tax?
I haven't been because haven't made enough money to worry about it. But I'll have to once I start getting my Social Security, I imagine.
You still haven't got it straightened out?
No, I haven't. But I'm getting there.
What the hell? Why are they giving you, well, it's personal, but that's crazy. Crazy. That sounds like a job for the Tennessee Fish Mafia and Pretty Boy Floyd. He's already gone to sleep. It smells a little better than it was. Whew. I just wonder the poor snakes in there and lizards. Um, they have to stay in there and smell it. And Skipper, if you're here, your fish are down to one fish now. I wish I had shipped them and they'd all died there. I saw some somewhere and I did a little short or a reel of them, and they weren't as pretty. Oh, it was at the local store here. I haven't posted it yet, and I started to get some more, but I didn't. Belinda's getting her nails done this morning. Oh my God, I came across something called Dr. Toenail. I think it may be on TikTok, but it could be YouTube or YouTube both. I've never seen toenails like that on people. And they were removing corns and toenails, and oh my God, I've never seen anything. Some of those nails were like thick as an almond or something. Crazy. How could people let their vet school was not what I thought it would be, didn't have a plan B. I didn't know you went to vet school, June. I'm not surprised though. Just didn't know you went. One of our volunteers. Oh, you saw that, Craig? And it's not quite as gross as where they do the pimples and the big blackhead cheesy stuff, but it's up there and it's something you can't stop watching. One of our volunteers is our vet's daughter, and she's got her bachelor's or master's or whatever, but she's applying to vet school, and she needs some volunteer time hands-on with animals, so got her hooked up. Remind you to get Cool Whip bread and soda at the store. It is, and what amazes me is that some of those, I know, Holly, some of them, I watched about 10 of them. I was pulled into the Ark this morning and I started watching it on the way. And I sat out there, I bet 20 minutes, and kept watching different ones. And it's just only one of them was infected. Only one. And they did a culture of that drainage. But it's amazing how they were all diabetic, I think, with neuropathy, so they didn't feel anything. Hey, Sam, what three things? Sarah, you sound like Donald Trump talking about his test when they asked him back the things. I couldn't remember all of them. Like 5 years ago when they asked me, like, what the hell? Who can remember stupid shit like that? Yes, you're right. They are nasty. Well, how are your critters doing, Pam?
Okay. I
You
got the dog between my feet right now.
got some marks between your feet?
Yeah, I got my feet to get touching each other, and she's like laying on top of them.
Oh, I bet that feels good. Yeah, how do you let it get that bad, Craig? And every one of them had somebody there. They were all old people, of course, and every one of them had a spouse or an adult child. That they had a caregiver, and that's the one almost all of them that had made the appointment for them. I don't know, and some of them I don't even know how they could walk.
I'm gonna try for Sunday night. I'm going to stream Sunday night for a couple days.
That would be nice, Pam. I hope you let me know. I've been missing. I had to give up. Routinely going on your takeover. What the hell? I'm scratching my shoulder. Stop. For Blackie, because I just couldn't do that during the week and then do my two and your two. It was too much. Too much with how much I'm having to work. So that would be fun. And speaking of that, did I tell you, Pam? I think I told Huawei that Sarah's going to come on either Reptales or Tennessee Fish Mafia. It looks like it's going to be Reptales. Scungy.
Oh, cool.
Yep. She posted some stuff recently and I liked it. And I just said offhand, need to get you to come on. And so she showed interest. And so then we started discussing when would be best for her and the near future. And it looks like it may be 2 weeks from tomorrow. Or no, 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today. But it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow, her time. That's what it is.
That's
So
awesome.
it is. It is. And I sent her a proposal or a message to that effect earlier today, and she may have responded, and I haven't seen it. Her new stuff is amazing. Yeah, I see you comment on it too, Sarah. So we'll see. And I asked her if she might consider doing an auction, and of course, she's always not sure if that's appropriate or if that's. And I'm like, well, they don't need to come, they don't want to see the art or have a chance to buy it, then they don't have to. Nobody's making them be in there. It is about reptiles, but we don't have to stick to reptiles. Just like tonight, I'm not sitting in a room of smoke to stream. My headache's finally getting a little better. Jesus, that was awful. And if it was something in the wall, here's somebody. Skip Daddy. Stand up. I want to see if you got clothes on.
Oh, I do. I just forgot. This was my D&D name.
You what?
What room's it in?
It's in my reptile room, which of course I have a lot of things in there that are electrical and a lot of cords and stuff, but the fire people couldn't find any reason, and I can't find any reason. Seen them on cows. What are those things that get like on squirrels' necks? Sometimes cats, outside cats, or even little dogs get them.
Ain't it warbles?
Yeah, that's not a botfly. I don't think it is. I think that's something else.
Well, how much stuff do you have plugged in on that? Is that room on its own breaker?
It is, and it had blown when I got home the other night, I could smell it, and there was hazy, like smoke in the air. You could see it, but I didn't notice it till I came in this part of the house this evening, and the smoke had just started in there, but enough that it gave me an awful headache trying to stream in there just now. But I felt everything I could check, but I have to go every plug in and every wire, every outlet and all that. I'm going to have to move some stuff maybe, but I'm always real careful about that, not to.
Well, with all the stuff that you need for reptiles, do you have heating pads sitting under something? Do you have
No.
heat lights?
No, I don't have heating pads sitting under anything. They shouldn't be. Like on the rack, they're attached to the bottom of the enclosure of the tank like they're supposed to be. So the tank's not sitting on them. No, I thought of that, and the two that need a heat mat have it touching or stuck to the back of the glass. So there's nothing for it to burn or anything.
Well, unfortunately, you're probably going to check everything that's connected to them tanks.
And the other night, the circuit breaker had blown, but today the lights weren't off in there, but they were off. I only had like a couple of really low night lights because it has to be 12 on, 12 off with most of the stuff. So I leave it off during the day. When I leave in the morning, everything's off in there. And then when I come home, whatever time that is, 5 or 7 or 8, I turn it on and try to get 12 hours because I'm usually up till 4 or so anyway, 3 or 4, or back up. And then I can just go in and turn everything off. But it lets me be able to see everything in the evening when I'm not heading out and can take care of things.
So whenever you got home, all the lights were off then? Besides
Yes.
2 night lights?
Yes. So there was nothing that could have got. Hey, Lori.
So whatever's still plugged in at that moment that is running while them lights are off, that's what you probably should check.
Well, that's all that could be would be a heat mat. That's all that could be.
That's where I'd start.
I just thought of one that is under a tank, but it's not pinched or anything. But that doesn't mean it hadn't. I just thought of one, that great big snake, the blood python. The big snake, the biggest one I've got under its like 40 breeder. It's got a heating mat under there. Yeah, I'll look at that.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I would check because whenever you were home, whenever you found the smoke, there was no lights on then the first time?
No, because the breaker had blown, and as soon as I went in, and I didn't realize it, because I always leave it dark, but I didn't think about my little night lights being off. So I went and tried to turn on some lights, and then I had to go out and start flipping them because I didn't know which one was that room. Now, I've had another thing happen too, like a couple of weeks ago, in my little laundry closet out on the other, totally opposite end of the house. So washer and dryer, their plug-in stopped working. So I had to run an appropriate extension, one that's made for heavy stuff like that. And I only do that stuff when I'm home from across the room, and plug it in. So that's what got me thinking. And I told the fireman that it was a squirrel or something in the attic. But there's no way that Floyd did anything to that. He's scared of the washer and dryer. He won't go in there. If he's on my shoulder and I go in, he flies back out.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you got a short somewhere.
Yeah. I can get up in the attic, but I don't know if I ought to trust all this on that ladder thing you pull down. I used to go up there all the time. What's not pinched, Huawei?
Right back. I get a drink.
Do not overload boards ever. No. I felt of everything when I first went live. I was feeling of all the like the circuit breaker plug-ins. You know what I'm trying to say? The safety, and all of them were on, and none of them were warm or anything. Hey, Marty. Yeah, I'm trying to. Just got to figure out what's going on. I'm just going to have to tear that room apart. I need to put the window up and blow that smoke out, or that smell out.
It wasn't leftover smell from the first time, was it?
Do what now?
Was it hazy? Was it hazy whenever you went in there today?
It had just started, it seemed like, and that's what got my attention. It was over on a certain area of the room, but that's the area that I checked over real quickly, or very thoroughly, and there was nothing warm, nothing. And double check, there's no mats over there under anything or anything. So I don't know. I'm worried about my snakes because it did kill one of them, or something did.
Because if an outlet's going bad, it may not, because it tripped the breaker.
I didn't think about it being an outlet. So if I find one that's hot, unplug everything and plug all that double up on another outlet.
No, well, yeah, because it could be the load that's coming through it that could be doing
But
it.
but there was no load going through it before except a couple of night lights and maybe a couple of heat mats. They used to have all this in the dining room, and put it back in that room. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It unfortunately could be anything.
My one of my niece's ex-husband is an electrician. He is an electrician, and he's a licensed or whatever. And his son used to help him son Austin. We don't talk to the ex anymore. We're not supposed to. But the great nephew, I might ask him, Austin. He
Yeah,
probably
I would definitely get somebody over there.
get him to go up there and look. There's no Stephen P tonight. I don't know. Oh, is that why we're seeing Lori and people we haven't seen? I didn't
Well,
think about that.
he ain't normally till later anyway.
Oh, that's right. You said it's not pinched anything. Real sassy. It was super cute. You like that, huh, Huawei?
Unless they put something up that says they weren't going.
I don't know. Well, I've already had to since Tuesday night because the fire came and they couldn't find anything. There is no today. There never was, and there never will be. Did you hear me talk about those fish, Skipper, that were wanting to
Yeah.
come to? Yep, there's one. And it's got one foot in the grave and one fin in the grave and the other on a banana peel.
I had something happen to me. It was really weird. I set up a 5-gallon tank. I know this is Reptales, but I set up a 5-gallon tank because I was going to season it for to put shrimp in. So I bought guppies, put them in there. They were doing fine for a few days. I added a heater. I rinsed it off and everything, put it in there. And what I think might have happened, it could have shocked the fish too much as the heat went from low to high real quick. That may have killed them. But then I brought up 2 from mine that I had, put them in there. Freaking all 4 of them are dead this morning. I did a water change. I don't know.
What size heater was it?
50 watt.
That shouldn't have been that drastic a change that quick in a 5-gallon.
And then I got a shipment in today from Aquahuna of bronze Corys, which is your rubitai. That's how I say it. It's probably not right, but you know how it is with me. But one was already dead in the bag, and I got 3 left because I wanted to add to what I had, the one lonely one I had down in the basement. So I guess we'll see. Oh, that's funny you say that, John, because I'm going to one tomorrow. Are you driving the whole way to Pennsylvania? Reminds me, I got to send a. Man, I didn't know banjo catfish would eat other fish.
I didn't either.
Well, went downstairs. I had some good day skiffias that I was given, and they were all gone but one, and the other one died. It was really weird.
Oh, June is so sweet. Take a lesson, Pam. Take a
Yeah,
lesson.
take a lesson.
Well, I want to end on time too because I want to get back in there and start filling wires up. Got an Aquahuna order this week. Also, I've never gotten anything from them, but I know Ed has. Several people I know have, and they were happy with what they got. Shrimp. They're supposed to have really good shrimp. Not PA, just here in Kentucky. Okay. There's one coming up, I think, next month. And you may know about it too, John. It's in between Ed and I. It's down near Chattanooga, and it's Ethan that's actually still on the panel here, or he's on Fish Mafia. But they're having one. That club, that group. Is it a swamp? Yeah, it is. Not sure about Marmalade. Rainbow Shiners and Blue Sparkle Medaka. Nice. Kentucky has the best jelly.
Yeah, I never did order. It's my first time. Unfortunately, one of them arrived dead. But trying to escape.
Now he's wanting a treat. That's or she. That's the she. Look how big she's getting. Now it's the boy. There's a little girl peeping out of their little house over there. And look at all the crap they've torn up in there. They make a bed every day. Look at you. Yeah, you want a treat. That's those little naked mice that Ed and I got over in Murfreesboro a month or so ago. Rats, yeah, that's the boy for sure. And they are growing. I need water too. I haven't done any of my animal husbandry this evening. 2 tanks of babies that haven't died. Nice. Skipper, did you see the green snake a while ago? Before I
No, no, my face was in a skillet.
let me go. I want to go back in there and see what's going on. I was planning on working in there and making good progress on getting things done. That rack that I've got that I used to have those acrylic tanks on for rainbows. I had 10 different kinds of rainbows or something anyway. I had taken them down a long time ago. They were like the first 10 tanks I took down. But the rack that, yeah, it still smells strong in here. This rack, I gave Ed the tanks a couple of weekends ago, but I'm going to give him the stand so I can get these. I really don't like how they sit on there. It's not convenient.
Yeah.
And this up here, I don't like any of that. But one of them sits on the bottom and one on the top. Yeah, whatever that is just burning away. Burning, burning, burning. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, here's a wire. That's warm, but it's not burning hot. I'll wait till I get off here. This one and this big guy here have mats under them, but the wires aren't pinched. And the smell seems to originate over there. Floyd's over there trying to put it out.
So what's plugged into that outlet over there
Over where?
where the bird is?
I don't think anything's plugged in back there. I don't know that there's an outlet back there. I think everything. Oh, I just saw what it is. I
Let's see.
just saw.
It's right
Did you
behind.
really?
See that
Yeah,
plug in there?
it's that outlet. You got to unplug
Yep.
that.
Yep. That's what it is.
Let's end this so you can get that taken care of.
Yep. And I bet it's the jam. Just saw it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's shorted there.
Oh,
Damn.
see a
You
flash?
okay?
Huh? It's the top part of that.
Yeah, the outlet's bad.
Well, the top part is, but the bottom one seems fine. It's not warm or anything.
Well, you need to replace the whole outlet.
I just brought that. Yeah.
What was plugged into it? A power strip?
Yeah, and one that I brought in here not long ago, that white one. And
Get a different power strip too.
yeah, it was the power strip because all that was in it was this little LED light here, and the light up here that is a heat lamp, but it hasn't been on. Well, I'm glad that mystery's solved. Whew. I'm glad you asked what was plugged in over there, because then I traced over and said, no, there's nothing.
Yeah,
No.
I saw it once you pointed your camera there. I was like,
Yep.
there you go, Bob.
He's going back in there. He said he's not fond of all this. The light bothers him because he's not used to all this commotion.
Well, I'm glad you found it because I would have been sitting there
Oh.
worried about something starting fire in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I can't believe the fire people didn't say that. Like, where are the outlets, what's plugged in, or
I don't know how they couldn't have seen it.
well, I can't see it because I can't see shit. I didn't even think of it. It may not have been like that, but look, it's burned up the wall. Where it's shorted. That's scary.
Wow, that's very scary.
Yep. And that's been plugged in ever since they were here Tuesday night. I can already tell the smell's going away. I have a fan on behind me here. I don't guess there's.
I'm glad you got that sorted out because I would have been worried about it.
Well, that's why I was hoping. Don't get a big head now, Skipper. I figured Skipper might be able to help me sort it out, and there you go. It might seem like common sense, but I just said a while ago I was going to check all the outlets and I might have to move stuff, but I didn't have to. There it is. I just started using that. It was in another room, and it was in the kitchen, so I took down all the tanks in there except one. I only have one tank. That rack, everything. And all I've got is the the Jack Dempsey's, and I'm going to move them to my bedroom. Look how pretty he is. Can you see his face? I can't tell. Hey, Bubba. And to think that I was sleeping in here with that going like that. How could they not, if they ran an infrared outside, how come that didn't show?
Because the circuit was off and the wires and everything already cooled down.
I'm going to take a picture of that. The fire station is just, it's not even half a mile outside of my subdivision. It'd be 3/4 of a mile, if that, from me. Dang. Is it the outlet that's bad, or because I started using that old plug-in.
I would replace both,
Yeah, definitely.
and then have them. They could check whoever's going to replace it for you. They could check the wire. So normally, whenever they wire outlets, this is how I do it. Whenever I run new outlets, whenever I did my daughter's room, there's certain places where you can run it through the wall, connect two outlets. If you have two outlets on that same wall, they're connected together. If not, normally it's ran up through your attic and it goes down each wall to the outlet.
To each outlet, yeah.
So if it was something up in the attic that shorted it out, that outlet would not work at all. Okay, you would have had a smell up in your attic also, or unfortunately, possibly a fire because of the insulation up there. I'm going to say it's just the outlet, but I would have an electrician look at it, check the wires and everything just to make sure.
I'll ask Austin about it, my great nephew, and see what he says. Because I need to. But the only thing on that was plugged in on that was the basking lamp, which was off both times because I wasn't here. What was bad was the outlet and or that new old plug-in thing, the safety breaker,
Power strip,
power strip, and it's got a breaker on it. It's the odd thing. Wow.
Unfortunately, sometimes outlets they just go bad like that.
Really?
That happened to somebody else. It's on YouTube too. Can't remember who it was, but if it was me, I would get an outlet that can withstand a lot of power flow going through it, because the stuff that's normally put in your house is for like regular stuff that's ran normal every day. It's not used to people like us that will put a bunch of stuff plugged into one outlet,
Oh, is June live already? June, I saw you talking about the cats. Is your stream going, June? I've lost track of time, and if they posted a link, I missed it.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes past time.
Well, we start at 7:35, so we only.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, then so it's 6:30. Well, it's 6:35 here right now, so 8:30.
Yeah, but I don't go an hour because I don't want to go over June. So we go 55 minutes. It's just so that we don't have to be here on the second. And like Sunday night, it gives Susie time to run to the bathroom. It's 8:05 instead of 8. She comes from her stream over, and that's a long time. All right. Well, I'll end this. And Skipper, if you want to talk, or Pam, or what? Because I wanted to hear what you were saying, of course. All right. Let's all go over to June's. I'll be there soon. I'm live, but here. I know, June. I'm sorry. And there's the link there. So I'm going to say good night quickly. And
good night, guys.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Skipper and Huawei and the other mods. Thank you. And thank everybody for showing up. I'm so glad I found that. I feel yeah. All right. See y'all. Good night. See y'all Sunday night.